Hey agents, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm sharing a great strategy for the Division 2. If you're struggling with resources, exotic components, or don't want to spend any time farming, this is the guide for you. And if you stay till the end of the video, I do have a sweet tip about one of the priority objectives to always get that elite territory control. Well, first off, I want to apologize. I wanted to get this video out probably 2 weeks ago so you could run it with the holiday events. But the strategy is still the same. Hopefully you can take advantage of it. You'll need to use the time trials, which I'll show you in this video. And yeah, it's for solo players. I literally can level up a mule in about an hour and a half. So without further ado, let's get to it. Right now what I'm doing is I'm deleting the mule I just leveled up after using all the SHD points and filling up my inventory. Kamikaze Van Doom is another YouTuber who actually has a guide on how to stack resources, so I won't get into that. But if y'all want to know how to do that, I could do a video on it, and you could leave that request down below. What you want to do first after starting a new character is go ahead and go to Warlords, start in Warlords. What happens is when you do the first initial RP, you'll get to level 31, and there's a reason why 31 is important. It's where you want to get your gear. At level 31, you could optimize your armor to max. So it's really helpful to get level 31 gear. As this initial RP is playing through, basically at the end of this I'll be level 31. What you want to do is get the cash that's in Haven, and also you'll get, for getting a level, you'll get a box and they'll have gear in it. So first thing you want to do, and I assume if you're running a mule you already have a main character, so the main character could actually throw stuff in the stash, like gear in the stash for your mule to sell, so you could optimize to full armor on your armor core. So that's probably the best way to go about doing it. Once you get the initial gear that you want and setup that you want, then you could run as many mules as you want and use the same gear over and over and over again. So that's what I do. I essentially have a gear setup that I'm comfortable with. It's got crap stats, but all the armor's maxed out, and it's got the talents that I want, and I have the weapon that I want, and I have the exotics that I want. So you just got to run a couple of these mules, and you'll be completely geared up, and this will be a breeze. Once you hit level 31, you can get your gear out of your stash, and if this is your first time running, you'll need to grab some gear and optimize it. What I mean by optimizing is you want to roll to the armor core and max it out your level 31 gear, because when you do that, you get 170k armor per piece. So as you can see here, I'm sitting at 1.2 million armor. Yeah, I'm level 34, so maybe at level 31 it was 1.1, but all this gear is level 31. So my weapon of choice is the Pestilence. You get them like crazy when you're leveling up. The priority objectives drop them all the time, so it's a pretty easy weapon to get for level 31. I did optimize it because you can do that, but you really don't have to, just as long as you have the Pestilence. And As you can see, I got quite a few of them. And I also got a 31 say almost engine just from doing priority objectives. A secondary, I'm just running it's a random weapon I picked up. I don't really use it, so I wouldn't worry about it. You can put anything you want in there. My sidearm, I'm using the survivalist specialization, and that's because I have it unlocked. I don't have gunner unlocked, so I'm not using that. Make sure you go and you have your weapons specialized in there, so you get the maximum damage for your weapons. So for my headpiece, I'm just running a Palisade. You can see that it's got crap stats on it, but I did upgrade the armor to 170k. I'm also running this Jessica backpack, same thing, 170k armor. I was lucky enough to get a level 31 0Fs. Also optimized 170k armor. I also was lucky enough to get contractor's gloves. I've been hanging on to those. Weapon handling sucks, but you know, why not? So, another exotic that you'll see a lot is the Slayer's knee pads. I get like a half dozen of those easily every run. So getting level 31 Slayers is pretty easy. Everything on me on my character is armor cord out. Now my choice of talents is bloodsucker and unbreakable. So if you get done with bloodsucker, you're pretty much golden. You can't die all the way to about, I'd say, level 38, because once you get to level 38, things take a little bit longer to die. But at level anything below level 37, it's pretty much a cakewalk with this gear setup. So I would suggest getting as close to that gear setup as possible, and you can keep on reusing that over and over as you level up other mules. Yeah, so I chose the survivalist. I don't know, you can probably choose anything you want, but I do have my weapons. Made sure I got the bonuses of 15% for my weapons. Yeah, just make sure and do that. As far as skills are concerned, I use a striker drone and the assault turret. But you could, you know, if you're worried about dying, you could probably get the reviver hive or something else, but I just never had a need for it. I seldom, if at all, get past the unbreakable armor. So yeah, you'll see in the gameplay like how many bonus stacks armor you get with bloodsucker. To level up, I prioritize the time trials. For some reason, I still have the time trials from the seasonal event. Not seasonal, actually it's the holiday event. And I noticed I still have those time trials, so I'm running them. But I don't know how long that's going to last. Another way to level up is to just run invaded missions or run through the New York storyline. The storyline seems to grant a lot of XP, and that's what I used to do before for the time trials. But the time trials made things so much easier as far as leveling up and taking very little time. I think that if you just ran through the whole Warlords line, it would take you probably about 2 hours to level instead of like an hour and a half or less, which I've been doing. I've run about 6 or 7 mules already the last couple weeks, so and that's on top of completing the bonus XP event and everything like that. Okay, quick recap. What you want to do is be in WONY and get the Haven. By that time, you'll be level 31. You'll have a level 31 cache from leveling up, and you also have a 31 cache sitting in Haven in a box. You want to go ahead and roll the armor course to 170k. If you need to, you could use your main to put gear in the stash so you could deconstruct or sell it. So you could do that. Also use priority objectives to get exotics. There's a lot of exotics, even at 31 to get with priority objectives. And also prioritize time trials for leveling. If these aren't available, you could run invaded missions, and Warlords of New York storyline actually gives a lot of XP. And when you hit level 40, use your SHD points to fill your resources, and then buy resources, shared resources from Anaya. If you're using gear from the stash from a previous mule, you'll need to make sure the mods you have equipped are not higher level than you are, or else you won't be able to equip the gear. I ran into that problem and I couldn't figure out why. Also, I noticed that PC is a little buggy. When equipping gear, I would need to travel to DC and talk to the quartermaster before I could equip some of the gear and the weapons. So if you're having issues with equipping gear, go ahead and fast travel to DC and talk to the quartermaster, and then from there you may be able to equip your gear. Just a tip. All right, so now I'm going to roll some gameplay footage, me running these time trials with multiple different mules that I ran the last couple weeks. Enjoy, and I'll chime in from time to time. But basically, you just roll in there, and the pestilence helps quite a bit because it tags a lot of the enemies, so you don't have to shoot them all, and you can just run through. I like run through and don't even grab any loot, so just to meet the time trial. But you'll see that I gain about a level and a quarter at every run, which all these time trials is you're basically at level 40. The only time trial I found difficult, pretty much the only one I found difficult, where I actually failed at one time, was the Federal Emergency Bunker. That one, it just seems like you gotta know exactly what to shoot, when to shoot it, and so after I got the hang of it, I didn't fail the time trial again. But that time is really tight. So even though I found the best way to get through there and shot everything and went the right way, it was still tight. video's getting way too long, so as promised, here's a tip. When you get a priority directive and it wants an elite territory control activity, 9 times out of 10, if you go to WONY, the southwest corner, there's always a black tusk elite territory control there. And if there isn't one, just reset and there'll probably be one there. So it's pretty much, I would say 99% chance you'll get one. I just know that it's, you might have to be on heroic in order to get it, but it's never steered me wrong. I've always gotten that territory control. Yeah, just to fast travel to the Liberty Island mission. It's there off in the corner. There's some NPCs usually just loitering around that you have to kill, and when you're out there trying to take the territory, sometimes you get snuck up on by some NPCs, so just keep an eye out, but otherwise it's pretty much an easy score. So just a tip.
Detected. Location guarded by heavily armed hostiles. Additional hostile contacts. Serious trauma detected. Incoming hostiles detected. Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Well, there you have it, agents. Thank you for watching. I know this video went pretty long. I do appreciate y'all. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below, and also like and subscribe. I'll be trying to do some more Division 2 content. I got some builds that I want to share in the next week, so I'll get a video put together, and hopefully my editing isn't so bad that no one watches. Anyhow, have a happy and safe new year, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.